हाँ जी भगत जी, वी आर रेडी। सो अच्छा ठीक है, उनको बोल देना हम रेडी। अच्छा ओके ओके, ऑन हो गया।
Secretary sir has joined now.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
So, with your
Morning.
permission, sir, should we start the session?
Just give me 1 sec. Sorry.
Sure. Sir.
Yes, sir. Tell me.
Right, sir. So, good afternoon, everyone. And on behalf of IDSA, I, Chetan Bhardwaj, the General Manager, extend a very warm welcome to Shri Rohit Kumar Singh ji, Honorable Secretary, Department of Consumer Affairs, as well as all the participants here. And we know Secretary Saab is running short of time, so without wasting any further, I'll request our chairperson, Mr. Vivek Katoch, to give his welcome address and extend a formal welcome to the Secretary sir and all the participants. Over to you, Mr. Vivek.
Thank you, Chetan. Good afternoon, everyone, and very warm welcome. I, Vivek Katoch, Chairman of IDSA, with sheer pleasure and excitement welcome you all to this online interaction with Shri Rohit Kumar Singh ji. On behalf of Executive Committee, IDSA members, and all the viewers who joined us online through social media, thanks Shri Rohit Singh ji for sparing his valuable time for this online interaction with industry leader. Mr. Singh doesn't require any introduction, but as a protocol, it's my responsibility to share a brief about Sir. Mr. Singh is 1989 batch IAS officer from Rajasthan cadre, and after graduating in electrical engineering from IIT Banaras Hindu University, he completed Masters in Computer Engineering from Clarkson University, New York, another Masters from Harvard University in Management and Public Policy. At IIT BHU, he received the Director's Outstanding Merit Award. At Harvard, he was honored as Lucius and Littore Fellow 2004 for outstanding academic performance and commitment to public service. Shri Rohitji worked extensively in state government with Rajasthan and Government of India across sectors like medical and health, finance, info, rural and urban development, and taxation. He led the government initiative of reviving public-private partnership in national highway via key policies intervention, like the hybrid NVT model through appropriate risk allocation among the public-private partners. He's also successfully led the initiative of assets recycle of public-funded national highways toll operate transfer model that resulted in one of the largest FDI in highways sector amounting to USD 1.5 billion, one of the first successful asset monetization in India. As Additional Chief Secretary of Department of Medical Health and Family Welfare in Rajasthan, during the first wave of COVID-19 in the year 2020, he developed and deployed the Bhilwala model of ruthless containment to successfully manage the COVID upsurge in rural and urban hotspot across Rajasthan. Needless to mention, Sir is instrumental in bringing much needed definition network of sellers. And I'm very confident, sir, that soon we will add that word multi-layer in the definition of network of seller to remove any ambiguity or uncertainty in future. सर राम मंदिर बन गया है, मूर्ति आ गई है. By this word multi-layer, प्राण प्रतिष्ठा भी हो जाए तो it will be good for everyone. And everyone, we are very fortunate to have such a dynamic leader who's constantly spearheading the drive of consumerism in India. The various rules and regulation by the department over last few years have been ensured that the right of the consumer shall remain protected and promoted. Sir, as you are aware that direct selling is not about the product or transaction, it's about relationships. It's about the connection we forge with each other, the opportunity we create, and the lives we impact. But beyond the business aspect, let's remember the deeper meaning behind what exactly we do. Direct selling is about empowering people. It's about giving individuals the tools, the opportunity to take control of their destinies, to achieve their dreams, and to create better future for themselves and their loved one. Whether you are a seasoned entrepreneur or just started your journey in direct selling, there is something here for everyone. From innovative products to cutting-edge strategies, from inspirational stories to practical advice. So let's seize this moment, embrace the opportunity before us, and embark on this journey together, united in our shared vision of a brighter, more prosperous future through direct selling. Thank you so much, sir, for joining this online session. Now I'll hand over it to Chetan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So now that we know everything about Honorable Secretary, sir, it's time to introduce the other participants of the meeting with each other. So in the alphabetical order, as per the name of the company, first of all, I'd request Mr. Abhishek Gupta, the Director of Altos Enterprises, to kindly unmute himself and introduce.
Yeah, hi. Thank you, Mr. Chetan. My name is Abhishek Gupta, and I am the Managing Director of Altos from last 10 years. Our company is running this successful business from last 25 years, and we are associated with IDSA since 2003. And our sister concern, Abhishek Pharmaceuticals, which is around 35 years old company, and it manufactures around 300 plus products for Altos only. Our product range, sir, includes healthcare medicines, personal care, beauty care, aroma care, skin treatment products, FMCG, agriculture, and much more. Being an Indian company, we always try to keep our pricing of our products as per the Indian market. And moreover, we focus on the high quality because which proves our existence in the market from last 25 years. Sir, we have around 7.5 lakh plus direct sellers in our company, and we give employment to thousands of people directly or indirectly. We have done so many CSR activities like aid to many hospitals, student educations, and taking care of the environment and so on. And one day, sir, it will be direct selling industry will be the fastest growing sector in India, and with the the highest taxpayers of India directly linked to the direct selling industry. We believe that, sir, thinking together is a beginning, staying together is a progress, and working together is a success. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Gupta. As we mentioned in the beginning, Secretary Sir is running short of time, so I'll request all the future participants to keep their address as limited as possible. So moving forward, we have Mr. Samir Nair, Managing Director, Blue Life International. I request him to kindly unmute himself and just give a brief introduction about himself and the company.
Good morning, sir. My name is Samir Nair, and I'm the Managing Director of Blue Life International Limited. It's a 7-year-old company in India, and we are now planning to go international. So it'll be one of the few Indian direct selling companies who are going
I think there's some issue with the connection at his end. So we'll move on to Mr. K.M. Rafiq. He's the International Marketing Director for DXN Marketing India. I'll request him to unmute himself. Mr. Rafiq, over to you.
Hello, good morning, sir. This is Rafiq representing DXN Marketing India Private Limited. DXN is a 25 years old company started in 1919 dealing with Ayurvedic health food supplements, personal care, beverage, and home care. And in India, we have distributors consist of around 18 lakh direct selling distributors. And globally, we have around 1.6 crores of distributors. And DXN is a very strong very strong in the manufacturing present in India. We have 2 well-equipped factories in Himachal, 2 in Pondicherry, and 2 cultivation land in Odisha. Recently, DXN has additionally invested 400 crores in a brand new manufacturing facility in Telangana, in a place called Siddipet, sprawling in around 50 acres of land. As of now, DXN and its factory is employing around 450 direct staff and 800 contract-based staffs. Additionally, our operations provide indirect employment to additional around 300 individuals. And DXN also plays a very vital role in CSR activity with the organization called SIF, Sunyati International Foundation. And DXN plays a very vital role in socio-economic development of the farmers, because DXN train the farmers nearby our manufacturing facility, and we buy the raw material from them with the buyback guarantee. So we believe DXN, it's not only delivering the quality product, but also making a positive impact on the society. We are proud on the initiation of the Government of India and IDSA on its involvement in focusing on the industry and its true spirit. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rafiq. Moving on, we have Mr. Shishir Jha, Country Head for 4Life Research India. Over to you, Shishir sir.
Thank you, Chetan, and thank you, Ms. Singh, for joining us. We thank you for the support and guidance that we are getting from you. Ms. Singh, I represent 4Life. We are a US-based immune science company, and we operate in over 70 countries. If I have to talk about my organization, our foundation is based on 4 pillars, and these are science, success, service, and satisfaction. The science part is definitely reflected in our product line, because we are focused on creating a niche for immune system products globally, and we are well recognized in this field. So our product line in India does consist of our transfer factor science, which is patented and a very unique product that is designed to make our immune systems not only strong, but intelligent. The good thing to say is, while we have been in the globe for 25 years, in India, we have been there for 15 years. And when we started our operations, most of the products were imported. But now, as we progress, we have certified manufacturers, and we manufacture about 80% of our products within country. So that's a transition which is strengthening our India operations and the commitment to business by the US corporate. We have about 20,000 people who are actively building business every month, and we focus on people who are active, and we try to support them build a good career for themselves. Our focus on CSR is paramount, and that is reflected in our service pillar. We have NPF, which is called Foundation for Life, and we focus on breaking the cycle of poverty, and that is done by educating and working on children and creating a scenario where when they grow up, they are competent to handle themselves much better than what they are doing now. And the last pillar that we have is satisfaction, because our foundation lies in our product. We want our consumers to be satisfied. We are very consistent with our policies, because this is a business of entrepreneurship. And I think our corporate job is to provide a healthy and safe environment. And that is what we focus on. And lastly, we focus on our products, which are futuristic and science-based differentiated products. So that is how the foundation is laid on science, success, service, and satisfaction. And it's a pleasure to interact with you today, Mr. Singh. Thank you, Chetan.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Shishir sir. I'll request again, everyone, since Secretary sir is running short of time, I'll request everyone to keep the introductions as limited as possible. Very quickly moving on to, we have Mr. Amarnath Sen Gupta, the CEO of Glaze Trading. I request him to kindly unmute himself. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Singh. Glaze Trading is a 20-year-old Indian company, which is mainly in personal care, skincare, health and nutrition, home care. And our presence is mainly in the Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, including its peripheries. So we have around 2 million direct sellers, or more than that, in our fold. And our CSR initiatives are there in the field of IT education. For that, we have a special wing by the name of Digitale. A part of our spending also goes into STEM learning labs for the schools. Also, we have a self-empowerment program, and we also participate in the Save the Cow campaign, along with an NGO called Krishnayam. And we are very much thankful to you for everything that has been done till now. And I'm keeping myself brief. And over to you, Chetan.
Thank you so much, sir. I'll request now Mr. Satyan Bhatia, Managing Director, IMC. Sir.
Namaskar, sir. I am the managing director of IMC, and IMC is a 16-year-old Indian company. We are into Ayurvedic health supplements such as tablets, juices, syrups, and also we are into cosmetics, personal care, home care, agriculture, and veterinary care products. We believe in making high quality products with reasonable pricing. Our facilities are at Haridwar, and we just made a 100 crore facility warehouse with 4 lakh square feet area, and it's at Haridwar only. And also, we also have our third party manufacturers in various parts of the country who make products for us. We have a strength of around 300 employees and around 2,000 indirect employees in other companies of ours. We deal with many of the farmers with contract farming, telling them to grow aloe vera, wheatgrass, and many herbs for us. We have a base of around 50 lakh direct sellers pan India, and we are present in the entire country. We have a foundation called IMC Foundation. We closely work with BSF for making shelter homes for the BSF, army people at the border area. We have almost covered the entire Punjab border area, making them shelter homes at the the border line, and we will be covering till Rajasthan very soon. So that is our goal, and also we are building up a charitable hospital in Ludhiana. We are the first Indian direct selling company who got the license in Malaysia, and we are working in Malaysia as a direct selling entity from last 1 year. So thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you so much, Satyan sir. Moving on to, we have Mr. Rajesh K. Tandon, who's the director with Modere India. Sir, if you could kindly introduce yourself.
Yes, thank you, Chetan. Good afternoon, Chairman, sir. Good afternoon, esteemed members of this forum. And I'm Rajesh Tandon from Modere India. Modere India is relatively a new company. We are a subsidiary of Modere Inc. And we are into nutraceutical and cosmetics. And basically with more emphasis on the collagen-based products. And sir, our current focus is obviously to localize the production so that, we work towards the spirit of Make in India. And we currently have about 20 products in our portfolio, and we're planning to, expand that. And also emphasis on, the dream is that we need to export these products to other subsidiaries so that, India can be a major key contributor, in terms of exports and, of course, cater to the local market with the best of quality of the products. We are in that process of, identifying the contract manufacturers, and we are working very aggressively towards it. Since we are a new company, we have about 7,000 dedicated social marketers who are working with us, and with a dedicated team of 14, people in our organization who are very dedicated staff who are working towards achieving these goals. And thank you, sir, for your time, and thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Tandon. Very quickly moving on, we have Mr. Rahul Shankar, the Chief Executive Officer of Modicare Limited. Over to you, sir.
Namaskar, Mr. Secretary. It's a pleasure always to meet you. We've been meeting on quite a few occasions over the last 2.5 years. Thank you very much, sir, especially for the work that you've done for the industry and for consumer protection at large. So I represent this company, Modicare Limited, which is truly a Bharatiya company. We are now going to complete about 28 years in 2024. And I'm very proud to say that this is perhaps one of the pioneers in the direct selling industry. When a lot of multinational companies were looking at India as an opportunity, our founder, Mr. Samir Modi, spotted that, and part of the Modi Enterprises, as you would know, and he spotted this opportunity not to make money or profit, but opportunity to change the face of India. And with that vision, for almost 20 years, the group, did not make money, but, kept serving the nation. And 1996, we started, and we've now got a base of more than 60 lakh direct sellers, which is really a phenomenal number. And the way this has really grown over the last 5 to 7 years, particularly, is truly exponential. We've got 15 product categories, sir, and this ranges all the way from nutraceuticals, personal care, food and beverages, home care, agri, color cosmetics, so on and so forth. And we're adding new categories, almost at breakneck pace. We've got 100 manufacturing units across the country, mostly within India. We also source from some factories outside of India, and we're moving 100% indigenous over the next few quarters. So over 100 factories we source from, sir. We also run a foundation called Modi Ke Foundation, which is again in the service of education for the girl child. And we've got plenty of work that we've done, sir. We'll send you a representation of that separately. I don't want to talk about all of that here. We really feel that we're still scratching the surface, and with the support that we're getting from personalities like you, we're very sure that this, we're going to play a big role as an industry in shaping the Prime Minister's vision of vocal for local and local for global, sir. I think if we were to look at just the population potential of this country, we should be at least $30 billion of direct selling, the industry size today, and we are less than 3 billion. So there's a huge way to cover, and I really feel that we all are at an inflection point, sir. And we really look forward to all your support and, like the way you've been offering that to the industry. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Moving on, we have Ms. Adita Kurek. Pardon my ignorance if the pronunciation is not correct. She's the Senior Vice President for Oriflame Cosmetics. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, great privilege to be here today. Thank you for the invitation. I'm a new person in this team. I took over responsibility for India in October and lately moved to Delhi. And I'm delighted. I love every day here and enjoying it a lot. Oriflame is an international company established almost 60 years ago in Sweden, today operating in about 60 countries. We stand behind beauty from inside and from outside. But we stand also for high quality, sustainability, and very high ethics, which is so important in any business, especially in our business. We have a strong presence in India. We have 2 factories, 12 subcontractors supporting us in a manufacturing process. We are providing employment to almost 600 people directly and 2,000 indirectly. We have also hundreds of thousands of brand partners who use our products and offer our products and build their little businesses on daily basis. We care about community. This is why we have many initiatives here. One of them is girls' child education. So important because we are so much about empowering women, making them feel comfortable, making them feel part of the family, also from the providing income perspective. Yes, I bring to Oriflame almost 20 years of experience in more than 14 countries. So I hope together with my team, we'll make Oriflame India big and proud, and we will do it the way that India as a country will benefit from it a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Moving on, we have Ms. Seema Vishal. She's the Director and Head Office of PM International India. Over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everybody. Many thanks, Secretary Sir, for having us here and giving us time. I'll keep it very brief. I take care of the India operations for a $3 billion USD company, and we are into nutrition. And we firmly believe, the way forward to building healthy lives is through nutrition. And if I can give you a very small instance here, is that if for vitamin C, currently we will need to take 8 oranges to have the daily dosage of vitamin C. And I'm sure none of us can do it, and most of us cannot even afford it. So nutrition is the way forward for healthy lives, and PM International is mainly into nutrition. 95% of our sales come from 3 core products. And we are not very old in the system. We are in India for last 6-7 years, but globally we are there for last 30 years. And we are we feel very proud to be working with World Vision, wherein we support health and education for children worldwide, and we have 550 children sponsored in India through World Vision in the state of Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Seema ma'am. And we are now moving to Mr. Vikas Verma, country head for TNS India.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. And thank you very much, Rohit Singh ji, and welcome you, sir. I am Vikas Verma, representing TNS. It's a China-based multinational company. And we have a presence almost 110 countries. And in India, we are operating from last 22 years. From 2002, we have a presence in India. Almost we have around 6 branches, 6 our own offices, 120 franchisee stores we have, and we are a member of UN also. Our product line is food supplements. We have a healthcare products, we have a personal care products, we have a home care products, and the most important, the unique part is we have equipment based on blood circulation, like acupuncture and acupressure based therapies, because we belongs to China company and that's a China tradition. So we have some unique equipments. And as a part of CSR, our one of the best product is the sanitary napkin. So we used to give, donate in the colleges and the school free sanitary napkins. And recently we have collaborated with 3 big giant companies. One is Microsoft, one is Huawei, and one is Amazon. So we recently collaborate with 3 companies. That's all, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So that's all from the industry participants who are here. Very quickly, Vivek Katot, Chairman, sir, has already had an introduction in the beginning. We have Mr. Harish Pant. He is representing Herbalife as well as he is the Vice Chairman of IDSA. Sir, if you could quickly introduce yourself as well.
Thank you, Chetan. Namaskar, sir. I am Harish Pant from Herbalife. We are based out of Bangalore, so we are present in 95 countries. In India, we are into wellness category, so our product line includes weight management products as well. We have a state-of-art R&D center in India as well, based off Bangalore, which is the there are only 8 R&D centers across the world. So India is one of them. Apart from that, we have 6 lakh plus distributors, direct sellers registered with us. Apart from that, we have more than 10 lakhs this is a volume of direct customer to whom we cater. We have 4 contract manufacturing facilities within country, and as far as CSR activities are concerned, all across country we are running our CSR projects, which is mainly focused on women and child development. So that's all about Herbalife. Over to you, Chetan.
Thank you, sir. We have just been joined by Mr. Vishal Tibrewal. He's the Chief Operating and Financial Officer for Forever Living Products. Sir, if you could very quickly introduce yourself.
Sure, Chetan. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Vishal Tibrewal. As Chetan already said, I am from Forever Living Products. Forever Living Products is basically an American direct selling company. We are majorly into India in the health nutrition sector. We are importing our products from USA and few other countries, and now we're actively looking for manufacturing in India as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vishal sir.
Chetan, you are on mute.
So sorry. Thank you so much, Vishal sir. Very quickly moving on to Mr. Prajita Sarkar. I'll request her to kindly just quickly introduce herself.
Namaskar, sir. I'm Prajita. I'm the treasurer at IDSA, and I'm a part of Modi Care that Rahul has introduced already. And thank you so much for giving us this time. Really look forward to this interaction. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we have Mr. Rajat Banerjee, who's the Secretary of the Association as well as representing Amway India. I'll request him to kindly make a brief introduction about himself and the company. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Chetan. Good afternoon, sir, and nice to see you once again. We have met on quite a few occasions. As Chetan introduced, I'm Rajat Banerjee from Amway. Amway is been in India for close to 20-25 years now. We have invested and we have our own manufacturing facilities in near Madurai in Tamil Nadu. We had started exports from this as well till about sometime last year. We have offices virtually across the country in most states. And like all the other direct selling entities here, we very much consider ourselves to be deeply embedded in the Indian socio-economic landscape. And thank you for all your assistance, for all your, for all your steps you've taken for this industry over the years. I remember from 2011 when we started out here in terms of talking to the government for policy clarity to 2021. We have indeed come a very, very long way from the interministerial committees of 2014 to the guidelines of 16 to the Consumer Protection Act in 19, the rules in 21 and the amendment in 23. So from our side, I extend our gratitude towards you and look forward to a continued partnership. Thank you, Chetan.
Thank you so much, sir. With this, we have come to an end to this section wherein we have introduced all the participants. Though we had prepared a small presentation on the numbers for the Indian direct selling industry, but I think since Secretary Sir is running short of time, maybe we could skip that part, and that's best for some other time.
Sir, if you have a few minutes, maybe Chetan can quickly, like 5 to 7 minutes for the presentation, followed by your session and question and answer after that.
Sure, sir, sure. So I'll just very quickly open the presentation. I hope it's visible to everyone.
Yes, Chetan.
Very quickly, sir, about IDSA, we are a part of the World Federation of Direct Selling Associations, which is headquartered in Washington, D.C., USA. Since IDSA is a part of Federation, we get access to best knowledge sharing and best practices from around the world, which we try to incorporate here in Indian scenario as well. Very quickly, how the global direct selling industry has performed for the year 2022. So the direct selling industry has registered a gross turnover of about $172.8 billion in 2022. As you can see, sir, the industry has been registering a constant growth. However, between 21 and 22, the slight dip that you see is accountable to the fact that there was a big dip in the Chinese market, which happened to be the number 2 market for the direct selling industry, and thus a big drop there owing to some regulatory challenges had a cascading effect on the overall global direct selling sales. Moving very quickly, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So in terms of global sales, Secretary Sir, the Asia Pacific region continues to top the chart. About 41.4% of the global sales comes from Asia region, followed by Americas, that include both North America, South America, followed by Europe and Africa and Middle East, which is an emerging market. In terms of product categories, wellness and cosmetics continues to top the chart. About 55% of the global sales comes from these two segments alone. Globally, there are about 114.9 million direct sellers. Out of these 114.9 million direct sellers, about 26% are men and 74% are women. Secretary Sir, we are of the firm view that if a consensus is ever determined to find which sector or field is employing the most or providing employment to most number of women workers or workers, participants, direct selling would be way ahead than conventionally believed education or healthcare. What all age groups our direct sellers come from? Though this is again global data. As you could see, sir, direct selling appeals to virtually every age group, from people from age group 18 to 24, right up to people from the age group 55 plus. Direct sellers form up nearly every segment. How the Indian direct selling industry performed in 21-22. This is the data for the last 4 years, sir. And as you can see, in 21-22, the industry registered turnover of about 19,000 crores. We have been growing with the CAGR of 13.29 crores. The data for 22-23 would be released by way of an event next month in New Delhi, and we look forward to having your presence there as well, sir. In India, which all product categories are most selling through direct selling channel? Like global, wellness and cosmetics, they top the chart. These two categories alone form up nearly 80% of the Indian direct selling sales. Globally, where does India stand, sir? We had just prepared this data. In 2019, India was ranked 15th. The estimated retail size of the industry was estimated to be 2.48 billion. In 2020, India moved up by 3 places and we stood at 12th rank. The industry was estimated to be about 3.02 billion USD. In 2021, we consolidated our position at the 12th rank. The size increased to 3.25. And finally, in 2022, we overtook Canada to become the 11th largest direct selling market in the world, sir. It is estimated that the gross estimated retail sales for the direct selling industry is about 3.23 billion USD. We are quite confident that in the next half a decade, India would be able to find its place within the top 8 or top 9 direct selling markets around the world. In India, North India accounts for about 30% of the direct selling sales, followed by the Eastern India, about 25%, Western India, 22%. Then we have South India with 15% and Northeast India with 8%. Which states are contributing the most? So as you can see, sir, Maharashtra continues to top the chart with about 12% share, followed by West Bengal having a share of 10%, Uttar Pradesh 10%, Bihar 7%, and Karnataka 6%. It is estimated that about 84 lakh people are working as full-time active direct sellers in financial year 21-22. For about nearly 2.5 decades, sir, the number of women direct sellers in proportion to their male counterpart was greater. In about 2017-18, the ratio was about 49% were men and 51% were women direct sellers. In 2018-19, the ratio kind of become equal. So we had roughly equal male and women direct sellers. In 21-22, there are about 56% men direct sellers and about 44% women direct sellers. So this is a shift from the global trend which we are observing here in India. But this just goes on to prove that direct selling is now fast becoming the main source of income for a household instead of it being treated as an additional source of income. So with this, we conclude our presentations, and I would now request Honorable Secretary Sir to kindly address the gathering here, and after that we'll quickly take a Q&A session before concluding the discussion. Over to you, Secretary Sir.
So good afternoon. Very happy to be here, and thanks for all the information. It was very enlightening to know about the magnitude of the industry in terms of employment and volumes and for the government, the GST. So it's all good as far as that is concerned. But I think if I may be allowed to be frank, and no hard feelings here, your industry has a major perception issue, which you need to sort out. And whenever I speak to anyone who does not know this industry, as intensely as probably we do now, there is an, let me draw a parallel. This is like online gaming. So while online gaming, is legal and it is permitted, and government as India is supposedly getting our tech prowess, then we want to promote this as an industry. But then there is online gambling. So there's a very thin line between online gaming and online gambling. There are definitional issues. There are various court cases pending in various courts in India at High Court, Supreme Court level. What is a game of chance? What is game of skill? So I think there's a parallel here, and you as an industry need to really work on clarifying many issues, not just to the regulators like the government, but also to people. It is very heartening to see the numbers, especially the number of women that are getting their livelihoods from here, as it was told to us, and not just additional income, but maybe primary source of livelihood. So you have to come clean on what exactly you stand for. And I think since I deal with this ecosystem of consumer affairs and consumer protection, we focus on disclosure. Whether it's disclosure to the consumer, whether it's disclosure to the outside world, whether it's disclosure to the regulator. So I think there is a disclosure issue also with your industry. And unless you very consciously and deliberately work on it, that perception is not going to go. So my advice, and it's a very friendly advice to the industry, is your disclosure should be, crisp, clean as to what you stand for. For example, I saw a huge number on, wellness and nutraceuticals, and somebody gave an example of eating 10 oranges and, not able to afford, so you just pop a vitamin C pill. Now, these are some things, and we already have our guidelines in terms of health and wellness influencers. So there also we have said, if you are pushing a product as a health product, then you need to disclose as to what is your qualification, is there a study, where are you coming from? So things like that, instead of just, peddling nutraceuticals as nutraceuticals, there has to be a scientific basis. Somebody talked about acupressure and acupuncture, being having originated in China. Of course, it works, but if it is, more based on information, facts, scientific studies, other objective information, then it is also going to give a further comfort level to the consumer and also comfort to the regulator that nobody is being taken for a ride. That is one part. The other part is, that which I refer to in the online gaming parallel, that your the perception and the mix-up that you have with the Ponzi schemes. Now, of course, there is a difference between what is just for subscription and where actually a good or a service is being sold. So I think as an industry, you need to, help us clarify this to the world. And we have definition issues. And let me introduce my bright colleague here. Varuni is a lawyer and she works with us, and she works on many things, but specifically she's an expert on the direct selling rules and regulations. So I was, just referring to her on the multi-layered thing, and she showed me a response that has come from the finance ministry and how, things are getting mixed up there. So my advice is that please work more on disclosure. You're a big industry, big in numbers in terms of how many people are employed, what is the turnover, how much GST are you paying, thereby contributing to the economy. But then on the regulatory side, let's have further clarity. Let's have let's have a clear distinction between the Ponzi schemes and your model of selling, and then we are good. So help us do it, but don't overdo it also. So let's be very clear, because regulation is a very tricky thing. But you can make or break a business by small twist in regulation. So you must realize that while on the one hand we are totally committed to the ease of doing business and to facilitate the good, and good I say within quotes, good business in India, but we are also here to protect the consumer against the bad business. Nobody will be permitted to take the consumer for a ride, unless of course you are Uber and Ola. There you can take anybody for a ride, but businesses like your, and not just yours, so we work, Varuni and I work on unfair trading practices, misleading advertisements, greenwashing. Now we are looking at AI washing. So why are we doing all this? Just so that consumer is very well informed as to where is the line. Even in this advertising thing, we are going to have a session in Mumbai next week on what is brand extension and what is surrogate advertising. Where is the line? I mean, if you want to have a prime time advertisement on television on 8 p.m. CDs, please tell us, how many CDs have you sold in last quarter and who's using CDs now? So issues like that. I mean, you can't be allowed to mislead the consumer. Right. So that is the overall context. But if you are doing a good, reasonable business with reasonable profits, of course we are with you. But if you're taking the system for a ride or taking the consumer for a ride, then we'll come after you. I mean, that much I can promise. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. And I'm sure all of us have taken our notes and we'll try to follow it to the teeth. And so, sir, before the session, when we communicated that we are going to have this session with you, so we actually received about 4 requests to discuss or some specific issues pertaining to the direct selling rules. So very quickly, we'll take up one by one. So we'll start with Mr. Rahul Shankar, CEO of Modicare. Sir, over to you.
Namaskar once again, sir. And I think the question that I was going to raise, and this is the question that came from the field, it's already been, I think, touched upon a couple of times. One by Mr. Vivek Katoch when he made, then the other was by you yourself, sir, just a while back. This is about including the word multi-layered in the definition of network of direct sellers. And I think Vivek put it very, very well, I must say. कि मंदिर बन गया है, अब उसका help us with the Pran Pratishthan. I must tell everybody, all the viewers here, that Mr. Rohit Singh has played a very, very critical role in bringing it this far. With the latest amendment in June that came in, it's almost a complete package. So it is almost a complete package, sir, and I'm adding the word almost there. And it will be a complete package if we can add that word multi-layered to it. And I do see all your points that you mentioned, that we need to build the perception of our industry. We need to, focus on disclosures and things like that. So we'll work on that, sir. As IDSA and as individual manufacturing and marketing companies, we will all work on that. But if you could help us with this little, the final modification in the definition of network of direct sellers, it'll do a world of good to accelerate the momentum in the industry, sir.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to Mr. Amarnath Sengupta, the CEO of Glaze Trading. Sir, if you could raise your question.
Please. Namaskar, everybody. I think first I should express my sincere thanks and gratitude to Rohit ji for all the initiative he has taken in terms of giving all the clarity in terms of putting out the rules, regulations, the amendment in the Act, and recently the network of direct sellers. So while endorsing the point which just now Rahul talked about in terms of how the multi-layer thing can become. But in fact, I need Mr. Rohitji's also advice on this, that initially when we started our journey, it started with Consumer Affairs as well as with the Department of Industries, if we go back to our history of Kerala. And now what we find is that as per the business allocation rules also, internal trade domain has been put under another ministry, that is DPIIT. Now, there the basic issue was, once we talk about multi-layered marketing, while all the issues of the consumer in terms of their disclosure and everything has been very well addressed through this act, the amendments that has been made. Now, when we talk about the industry and its growth, as well as the relationship between the B2B relationship, in fact, between the direct selling entity and the direct sellers, where a lot of policy decisions and clarifications are often required. In fact, when we try to distinguish ourselves from the wrongdoers, the example you gave about gaming and gambling. So there we may need further support in the internal trade domain in terms of the way this DPIIT is also promoting. So my question to you, sir, was that one part is already done. Now, can the rest part can also be done through a ministry, or we need to have a parallel advocacy with them while we try to do our own advertisement also in terms of enlisting on sensitizing everybody about what this industry stands for, what is good and what is bad. Thank you.
Is there a question for me?
Yeah, it was a small intervention from your side. That what is your view on that? Should we basically go towards that side also, or your ministry can solve this problem solo?
So, Mr. Sengupta was referring to the allocation of that constitutional
rules
done.
Where the internal trade has now come to the Department of Industries. And when we talk about this multi-layered network, so there are a lot of issues concerning the direct selling entity and the direct seller. which are technically B2B issues, which actually has not been addressed through your rules, primarily because it is consumer centric. Now, when we try to give more clarity in terms of this gaming and gambling, that kind of things, so should the internal trade domain also play a part, or you think that this can be done through the Consumer Affairs Ministry itself?
No, so B2C is our domain. B2B is not our domain.
Right.
So, you will be under competition, you'll be under corporate affairs and DPIIT. Yeah, you'll have to go there.
Because if we globally also look into it in Malaysia, Singapore, and other countries, so there the Ministry of Internal Trade actually takes care of multi-level marketing and direct selling.
The other issue is that except competition, I think DPIIT does not have a regulation for trade. There is no, I have not seen any rules that govern the trade part, the retail trade. So they probably have a policy, or they're coming up with a policy. But I think you must realize that there is a difference between facilitation and regulation. And both are required to be at an arm's length. They can't be, with the same entity.
Right.
So just like Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and there is Competition Commission. So DPIIT, for example, let me give you a parallel again of e-commerce. So while DPIIT framed an e-commerce policy as to how to facilitate the growth of e-commerce in India, e-commerce rules we are making as to how to protect the consumer from, the negative kind of practices that e-commerce companies might indulge into. So how to regulate that? So it's like so that for the sake of this whole of government approach, so Rajesh and I sat together, the DPIIT secretary, and then we drew the rules and policy together so that we are on the same page, so that at a future date there is no conflict. So he's totally on board on my regulation part, and I'm totally on board with this facilitation part. You must realize that this is part of a continuum. It is not black and white. So we need to be clear on that. But I don't have too much time now. I have another meeting on food inflation, which is very important to all of you, which is already started. So I will move, but Varuni and I will probably sit again today and look at the whole multi-layered business, right? Thank you very much for making me part of this conversation.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So you can quickly take a screenshot as a group photo. Just allow me, sir.
Don't worry, we are recording it for future, so that you don't change your stand. All that numbers that you are flaunting on CSR, we have on the record now. So let us check.
Absolutely, sir. And your support on the definition changes multi-layer network. It's all Pratishtha has to be done, sir.
And my warning that if you cross the line, we'll come after you. That is also on record.
Totally on board,
That
sir.
is definitely there. We love to have it.
Thank you very much. Bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Bye.
Thank you.
All right. I think Secretary sir has left the meeting. So we really couldn't take up the two more questions actually that we had planned.
Can you stop the YouTube live first?